I've made, the people I've worked with, the teammates I've lined up beside, the opponents that I've competed against, the friends and family. That's what I cherish most. To tell you all what I missed most is for 17 years, running out of the tunnel, knowing I was the starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins and playing in front of the greatest fans in the world. That's what I missed most. Of course, in the end, every quarterback wants one more thing. He wants one more Sunday in front of his fans with a football in his hand with one last chance to go deep. And I'm going deep, and Clayton, turn around and you go deep right there. Right there. Go. He was much quicker in his younger days, you know what I'm saying? Much quicker. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Dolphin fans, for coming. I'll remember this day the rest of my life. Claire, kids, mom, dad, thank you.
Canton, Ohio, looking more like Miami, Florida last weekend. The majority of the crowd there from Reno, a crowd that included former players, coaches, and current players, all on hand to be part of history. Now, Coach Nick Saban allowed a small group of players to fly up early so they could witness the induction of the greatest Dolphin ever to wear the aqua and orange. Among those making the trip, Ed Perry, Junior Seau, Alindo Mare, Zach Thomas, Jason Taylor, and Sam Madison.
We got a half dozen guys that made it up to see him, and it's just so special to be a part of the day like this. I mean, this is the ultimate goal in the game. This is the biggest thing in the game, and is to be in the Hall of Fame. And Dan not only is in the Hall of Fame, but by the looks of it, he owns the thing.
So many of us that came back, it shows you just how special. I think if you look at all of the guys from Miami Dolphins that went in, this is probably the biggest group of former players to show up for an induction.
In coaching, this is what it's all about, to see some of the people that you've had the opportunity to coach and work with gain the recognition that they got here today. This is the ultimate recognition of a career, and Dan deserves every bit of it.
Okay, you can get anything on eBay, anything, books, clothes, even a yacht. I even bought a pair of shoes on there once, but don't worry, they were new. It's okay. How about this, though? There are 12 NFL teams that sell stuff on eBay to raise money for charity, and the Dolphins have sold more items than any of them. In fact, they've raised more than double the money of the next closest team.
You get a great response. We even get input from fans emailing us. Do you think you'll have socks? Do you think you'll have this type of jersey? And people are very excited for it, and we get a lot of the same people that constantly buy things.
So these socks are used socks? We're talking about game-worn socks, huh?
Actual game-worn socks.
How do they smell?
I don't smell.
Now the jerseys too, I mean, you get helmets, I mean, anything basically, right, can become...
Anything. We have our signing during the year. We have helmets where the players will sign all the helmets, they'll sign the footballs, they'll sign jerseys, they'll do wooden footballs this year. That was something new we added. We actually, another thing we're offering during the season, we're going to auction off a Harley Davidson that's all customized.
In any team, the Dolphins have sold items. Why do you think it's so popular for these fans out there?
I think one of the things we do for our fans is offer them unique game day experiences, which a lot of teams don't do. We have experiences such as you can stand in the cheerleader intro line as the players are announced. We have a photographer for every single game where someone can stand on the actual sidelines with the photographers and take pictures of the entire game, and then we'll put their pictures on the Dolphins website. We have a Get the Tee experience where someone can run out and get the kicking tee. And our biggest experience is the team charter, where you can go on the actual charter for 2 people. And that's very popular.
Joining the Dolphin captains are auction winners Scott and Joshua Cutler.
Go to MiamiDolphins.com. You click on the left-hand side, there's a Dolphins Auctions button. The items are listed by players, so you have a Chris Chambers helmet, Jason Taylor mini helmet, Kevin Carter football.
And the best thing for these fans, they know that this stuff's authentic. I mean, it's coming from the Dolphins.
Correct, it's coming from the Dolphins, and we actually will probably be auctioning off lockers that were in the stadium on our auction site as well.
You guys getting feedback from fans, just how happy they are, things like that? Have you heard back from people?
People have said they're very happy. Actually, we've even run into people, and people have mentioned, oh, I love your auction site. We get all these items, and it's a great way that fans can purchase items and also help charity at the same time and get unique, one-of-a-kind things.
Since starting the NFL auction site 5 years ago, the league sold 22,000 items, raising about $3 million for charity. Now, you ever wonder what the story is behind your favorite Dolphins tattoo? Well, if so, we've got you covered in our newest Fins TV segment, Fins Inc. Plus, this local flag football team is going to Beijing to become back-to-back world champions. Their story after this quick timeout.
Wearing a Dolphins jersey only scratches the surface. True Dolphins bleed aqua and coral. And read the Fins Insider Report from SunSentinel.com. $29.95 gets you off the sidelines and into the game for an entire year. More behind-the-scenes info, more Q&As, more Dolphins. Get the ultimate online source for the true Dolphin. Go to FinsInsider.com and sign up for the Fins Insider Report today. SunSentinel.com.
Women acting together, embracing reality. We get together and we talk about our lives and everything that surrounds us. Drugs surround me. I know people who bring drugs to school because people aren't happy. I love art. I play guitar. I love Dave Matthews. I love so many other things. I have no need to love drugs.
Hi, I'm Jackie Nesbro. NBC6 and Cadillac salute the efforts of the Miami Coalition for a safe and drug-free community. Join us.
The NBC6 sports team is always at the center of the action.
I'm Joe Rose live at Dolphins camp.
With Joe Rose, Guy Rawlings, and Adam Cooper's team. We keep you fired up all season long. We've got Fins TV.
Oh boy, have we got a special treat for you Dolphins fans.
Football Friday. Sports Final.
We got a lot going on tonight.
The Nick Saban Show. The High School Sports Show.
The games keep getting bigger.
And your local news every day. NBC6, South Florida's news and sports leader.
We need solutions. Darby?
Oh, hey.
This meeting started 2 hours ago.
What? I did not get the email.
Darby.
Okay, I'm sorry. I had to go to Verizon Wireless. They are selling this unbelievable camera phone. Flash, zoom, $49.99. And then the sale-in's August 14th.
It's red hot deal days at Verizon Wireless.
Sorry.
And everyone's running to get an LG camera phone with zoom, flash, and speakerphone for just $49.99. But the days are done August 14th, so hurry in today. Verizon Wireless. We never stop working for you.
Some vehicles are built for mere transportation, but if you want a vehicle that incorporates the latest innovations in performance, handling, safety, and excitement, then you need to visit Champion Porsche today. Since 1988, Champion Porsche has offered the widest selection of Porsches in South Florida, all at competitive prices, and they follow up every sale with the finest service department. Come in today and learn why combining all of these factors with Champion's outstanding customer appreciation have made Champion the world's largest Porsche dealer.
The story behind this one was, this was my first tattoo. You know, I got this when I was in high school. Actually, it was a present for my, for my girlfriend then. So, I mean, that was my first tattoo then. And then I have these right here. That's actually my little girl's name. That's her first name right there, Yamaya. And that's her middle name, Neavion, right there. So I got that I got these like the day after she was born.
When was that?
That was July the 23rd, back in 2000.
Okay.
And then, I have the one on my neck, and it just means perseverance. So, I thought that kind of defined me very well. So, hopefully, I plan to get a couple more, but, right now it's kind of hard to do it. So, I'm just content with the ones I got.
That's pretty cool. And so is this. 7 years ago, thanks to a grant from the NFL, a flag football program started from scratch at the Jewish Community Center in North Miami Beach. 7 years later, thanks to a winning attitude and a ton of support from the community, that same program is about to play for a second straight world championship in Beijing. They're called the Mo Steel Hurricanes, and before leaving for China, they had one whirlwind of a week.
Because sometimes there's an honor in knowing you did your best to be the best that you could be. It was incredible meeting Coach Saban. You know, he's such a professional and classy guy, and he really runs his this organization with such class and dignity. And just to have the opportunity to have him speak with my team was such an honor for us.
As if going to Beijing to represent the U.S. at the NFL Flag Football World Championships wasn't enough, check out what these young fellas got to do before leaving for China. Not only did they spend a day at Dolphins training camp, their quarterback threw out the first pitch at a Marlins game. They also appeared live on ESPN's morning show Cold Pizza and even received a personal letter from President Bush.
I didn't even know what flag football was. David Frieder, my coach, just asked me to start playing with my friends. We thought we were going to have a good time. I had no idea. I didn't even think about going to China ever in my life.
I think about it all day, about going to China, about being part of a winning team. It's amazing.
This is probably the most exciting thing that's ever happened in my life. I know I'm probably more excited for the kids than I am for myself, truthfully.
I only started playing flag football about 4 years ago, and I never, ever thought I would be playing in China.
These 12 to 14-year-old kids never realized how far flag football could take them. Literally, the team's been everywhere, from the Bahamas to the Dominican Republic, Dallas, New Orleans, and even Vancouver, where they won last year's World Championship. But this is the biggest trip of all, and the biggest challenge.
We have a bullseye on our chest. Everybody knows who we are. Everybody's gunning to beat us. Everybody wants to beat us. And we have to, it's going to be a lot harder.
You've worked so hard. I don't think anybody in the country could have worked as hard as you. And I couldn't be more proud of what we are going into our World Championship games.
We've played against other teams who've been together, but they don't take it as serious as us. And you can definitely see the difference.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Be strong and finish strong.
He pushes us very hard, but it pays off. We had practice 2 times a day for 3 hours each, so 6 hours a day for 2 weeks straight in the hot sun.
That is tough, but when it comes to the pressure of repeating as champs, these guys aren't sweating it.
We just have to play our game. If we play our game, no one can stop us.
I told you a couple weeks ago, we're gonna win the World Championship. I said we will win the World Championship, no matter what it takes, remember?
I love that attitude because it brings our whole team together, and we all are very confident in ourselves. As long as we play our game as a team, we come together, we'll be fine.
Are you guys ready? You excited? You excited?
Yeah.
You made it to the end. You made it to the end. Almost at the what?
The top of the mountain.
You're almost at the top. Let's go.
The tournament starts on Thursday in Beijing, and we'll be sure to let you know if those guys can in fact win their 2nd straight World Championship. Now, not everyone's lucky enough to travel the world playing flag football. In fact, wait till you hear what one Dolphin did before he got paid to play football. We'll tell you all about that and give you a sneak peek at the making of the Miami Dolphins cheerleader calendar. That's next on Fins TV.
With any other checking account, you've just made an everyday purchase. With a Wachovia free checking account, you've just earned points towards a flight to Cancun. Wachovia extra free checking with Visa Extras. Wachovia extra free checking with free online bill pay.
NBC 6, moving forward on the air and on the web. Groundbreaking technology to help you stay informed. Live.
And liftoff of Space Shuttle Discovery.
Interactive.
All you need to do is log on to NBC6.net to have all of that information.
And on demand.
Hurricane Dennis took its first shot at the Florida coast overnight.
With more choices in news and weather from your home, office, or anywhere else. Trust South Florida's news leader online at NBC6.net.
Go get him, kid. Watch for the blitz.